episode of Northwood's WebTV program. My name is Virginia Hallam, and I'm a senior this year from Heartland, Michigan, majoring in fashion marketing and business management.
Hello, I'm Brett McManaman, also a senior, and oddly enough from Heartland as well, major in advertising, marketing, and management. This is a Northwood University student-run and produced show that depicts the day-to-day happenings here on the Michigan campus. The original. Each week we'll be highlighting NU athletics, on-campus organizations such as the American Marketing Association, American Advertising Federation, DECA, and Style Show, Greek life, other major happenings, weather, and even a little segment we like to call Talk on the Mall Walk. For our first show, though, we'll be covering winter commencement that took place December 8th. We'll also be covering some football highlights, Jackie Leaphart's art exhibit at the Midland Historical Society, and then finally wrapping up the show with a clip from the Salvation Army Christmas party. Now, let's take a look at the Northwood winter commencement that took place on December 8th.
Well, Steele Hughes here. We have Miss Schultz, mother of Lisa Schultz. How does it feel to see your daughter graduate from college?
Proud. She means a lot to us. We're very proud of her.
Is this your only daughter?
Yes, it is.
Wow. Do you know she has any plans lined up for the future, any job openings?
She has a job interview in Vegas coming up.
What's going through your head knowing you're about to see your only daughter, your baby, across that
Don't
stage?
make me cry. It's going to be sad. I'm going to be happy seeing her. I'm very proud of her.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, you're welcome.
Joe the Rich here. I'm with President Pretty. President, do you have any advice for these graduates?
Oh, go and be successful. Be the leaders we expect that they will become in the business world. They're well prepared. They've got great opportunities in front of them, and our faculty has done an excellent job of preparing them to be the future leaders of a global free enterprise society. And I hope and wish them every success in doing that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What are your emotions upon you walk across that stage about to graduate?
I feel proud of myself because I put a lot of efforts into this program. Especially I have a language barrier because I come from Malaysia, so it's not that easy for me compared to other students in our class. So yeah, I feel proud of myself that I made it through. Yeah.
What are your emotions, sir?
Well, I'm also very proud, and I don't know, I guess I feel very self-actualized. Like, this is what I've always wanted to do, and getting to do that, it's a really good feeling.
Congratulations again to all those fresh graduates, and good luck in all your future endeavors. And thanks, guys, for the great story. Now on to Timberwolf Athletics. It's an eventful time here for the Northwood football team, where a recent change in command has taken place. Let's go to Steele Hughes, who has more about the football program.
Thanks, Virginia. Hi, I'm Steele Hughes, and I'm responsible for the sports portion of this show. I'm a freshman from Detroit, Michigan, majoring in ESL. Congratulations to the boys basketball team, who have beat the last 3 schools they played. Wayne State, 45-56. They beat Ferris State by 20 points and beat Kalamazoo. Also, the girls were a phenomenal start. The Midland community was shocked to find out that Coach Rima had to step down as head football coach at Northwood because of personal reasons. He said he loves us, he loves the school, he loves the community, but it's time for him to be a father and a son to his parents. New head football coach, Coach Sullivan, is very excited and taking over for his beloved friend, Coach Rima. He says he has the drive, he's very hungry. We'll go to the press conference now of Pat Rima.
And right here we have Emmanuel Southern and the Hibblers. Emmanuel, how do you feel about Coach Rima's surprising stepping down from coaching over football?
Well, I was kind of surprised, but if it was his time, it was his time. You know, he had personal things he had to take care of. You know, he's been here for over 15, 16 years, you know. He was one of the ones that started the program, so if it was his time, it was his time. And, I'll leave it at that.
President Pretty, how important do you think Pat Rima was to the Northwood football program? Michigan campus, on campus that has football. What heritage did he have in this university itself?
Well, Coach Rima has been very important to our success as a university as a whole, but particularly to the Michigan campus. You know, he's the all-time winningest coach we've ever had in our history with 90 victories. He has developed players that are now playing in the NFL, and he has, more importantly, developed many, many, many young men that have gone on and had very successful careers in business.
On the subject of stepping down, Coach Reedman had this to say.
This is an opportunity at this time in my life to be a mentor for our coaches, to help our coaches, to meet their needs and serve them better. And that's very, very important to me.
And now back to Brad and Virginia.
On November 29th, Victor Gualti, the Vice President of Professional Development for the American Marketing Association, brought in Mr. Jim O'Sullivan, the President and CEO of Mazda's North American operations. Mr. O'Sullivan was proud to share that this is Mazda's 40th year anniversary. He went into detail on how Mazda got to where they are at today. I quote Mr. O'Sullivan, "Sometimes you need to shrink in order to grow. You also need to be brave enough to make changes. And finally, focus on what your brand represents. For Mazda, it is zoom, zoom, stylish, insightful, and spirited." And we would like to thank Victor Gualti and the American Marketing Association for bringing in Mr. Jim O'Sullivan.
Brad, thanks for that riveting recap. Now on to Jackie Leapart, who's a senior here at Northwood University. Jackie is a very talented photographer, and her artwork is currently being displayed at the Midland Historical Society. It'll be on display through December 22nd, so let's hear more about that.
Hi, we're at the Midland Historical Society on Cook Road, and I'm with Jackie Leapart.
It's called Through My Lens, African American Leaders and Mentors, and these are many of the African American leaders and mentors in Midland. They're not all by any means, but a good portion of them, and I feel a very good diverse selection of the African American leaders and mentors. There are many interesting people, and George Gant was the first African American hired by Dow Corning to work, and he lives here in Midland, so. Yep, that's basically the 1960s. The 1960s, the people who came in the 1960s, we call them the pioneers because they kind of pioneered their way for African Americans in the Midland community.
Let's go to the 1970s now. What do you have over here?
The 1970s, there are many amazing people, entrepreneurs, and people who were just leaders of business and industry. Mel Cabey actually started a company called Diazem after working for Dow Corning for a number of years. He's actually a native of Panama, and he lives here now with his wife Octavia, and they have a daughter named Whitney. And Anita Jenkins and Jim Jenkins were actually lawyers for Dow Chemical Company, actually very prominent lawyers for the Dow Chemical Company. Now Jim Jenkins works for the John Deere Company. He's one of their topmost attorneys. And Anita Jenkins is retired right now as a tax attorney. And Otis Wilson, actually, who teaches at our school at Northwood, he's a professor, and he used to be the head of the Midland County Commissioners, so he's also a very influential African-American in Midland's community. Barbara Taylor, she was a teacher for 25 years, and our own Dean Lindsay, who's the Dean of Students at Northwood University, so there are many influential people that came in the 70s that followed in the footsteps of the pioneers that came in the 1960s. So
let's go down to the 1980s now. There
are many in the 1980s, not all of which that I photographed and some of which that I still plan to photograph, since the exhibit will re-exhibit in February with another African American history exhibit. But these people, Marcus Worsley, he works in the financial department at Dow Chemical. Perry Holman is a member of Phi Beta Sigma, and he works at Dow, and he's a deacon at Faith Ministries Baptist Church, the only African-American church in Midland. So that's all the people that I have from the 1980s. Like, as I said, there are many more people in the 1980s. My parents actually got here in the 1980s. And in the 1990s, we have our own Coach Haynes, who is one of the first African-American football coaches at Northwood University. And we have other members of the community. Danita Peoples was the first African-American and only African-American dermatologist in Midland. She also has a practice in Detroit. This was my exhibit, and it had a great turnout for opening night, and it's been up since November 28th, and it will stay up through December 20th. So I encourage everyone to come out and see it. And if you don't see it now, it'll be re-exhibited February for Black History Month with another exhibit at the Midland Historical Society on Cook and Main, right next to campus. So
it's a very great exhibit. I mean, I came this morning, and it's just awesome. It blew me away. But thank you for watching this segment of WebTV, and hope to see you again.
Thank you so much, Jackie. Jackie's talent actually extends beyond just photography. She is also a member of our great staff.
Finally, we'll give you a little bit about the Salvation Army Christmas Party. This is an annual Christmas party that takes place here on campus to provide students with the opportunity to give back to the community and to help enrich the holiday season of a few local children.
Now let's turn to our reporters that are standing by at the Salvation Army Christmas Party to just see how much the Northwood students are giving back to the community this holiday season.
Hey, this is Dwayne. I ran into Gabriel representing AAF. How do you feel about working with disadvantaged children this year at the annual Christmas party?
I'm real excited. I got to do it last year. I was an elf last year. Got to walk around a kid all day. I had a really good time with him last year, and this year I really want to make sure that AF was involved with it. We got a table set up this year. We're making some little grass and reindeers for them, so I'm excited.
What exactly does your organization have planned for the kids today?
We're making these reindeer cartoons right here. They're going to trace their hands, and those are the antlers, and they're going to trace their feet, and that's actually the face for the reindeer. And you kind of glue it on, and they can draw their name and their elf's name on there. So really simple craft, and we hope to get them involved.
All right, thanks for your time, Gabriel. Hey, I just ran into Kyle Hebner. He's over here representing for the annual Christmas party. How do you feel about working with disadvantaged children at this annual event?
I really like it. I think it's a good thing. Good to see everybody out here participating. Everybody loves the holidays. It's all about family and having a good time.
What exactly are you doing for today's event?
Today it looks like we're going to be doing some face painting, some snowflakes, snowmen, anything that the kids want.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds great. Thanks for the time.
Each week we'll have a weather segment.
Presented by Allison and Andrea.
My name is Allison. This is my twin sister, Andrea. We're from Plymouth, Michigan. It's our first year here at Northwood. We are both advertising, marketing, and management majors. And we're really excited to be part of the new WebTV team here at Northwood.
We will be bringing you the local weather in Midland and some fashion tips on how to survive the winter.
Thank you, ladies.
Hey, my name is Joel Rich. I'm doing a little segment called The Talk on the Mall Walk. As you can see, I'm on the mall walk and I'm talking. Excuse me, sir. May I have your name, please?
Kyle Hercliffe.
Kyle Hercliffe. Were you aware that Northwood has a news program now?
No, I did not know that. How do I view this program?
It'll be on MCTV and on the web. Here's Rita Hendrickson. Rita, tell me, did you know that Northwood is having a news program? Is starting a news program, rather.
Yes, actually I did. I was very excited to hear that.
That's good. And what kind of things would you like to see on this program?
Basically I would like to see a lot of what's going on in the student activities.
What kind of things would you expect from a Northwood news program?
Probably business news.
Excuse me, sir. You do realize it's winter, right?
Oh yeah.
Are you cold at all?
A little bit.
Is there anything that you personally would like to see on this program?
Talked about the semesters and stuff. I'd like to see what the latest updates are on that.
Trimesters versus semesters, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome shirt, by the way.
Oh,
Dunder Mifflin all the way. Yeah. This is a Web TV, Northwood News, whatever our name is, exclusive. I am here with a man who has been missing for years and years. This is an exclusive, people. Check this out. Excuse me, Mr. Lincoln, how are you today? No comment? You're a lot bigger in real life. Nothing? I used to think you were cool. Fine, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize.
I would just like to take this time out to thank all of our viewers for tuning into the first episode.
As you may have noticed, we don't yet have a name for this show, and that's where you come into play. We'd like for you as the viewer to actually name the show this year.
Now how you would do this is a very simple process. Simply follow the email address at the bottom of the screen, webtv@northwood.edu. From there, submit any possible things that you'd like to view in future shows, as well as a title.
At our next episode, we'll not only introduce the name of the show, but we'll announce the winner, who will receive a prize from us as well.
Now we would like to wish everyone a very happy, safe, and great holiday. I am Brett McManaman.
And my name's Virginia Hallam. Thanks for tuning in.